April is Arab American Heritage Month, and KTLA 5 is proud to be a part of it. Our next guest, she's a true trailblazer.
She is recognized as the first female conductor from the Middle East. We are honored to have Dr. Joanna Medawar Nachef. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed so much talking to you this morning in the makeup room. And,
thank you.
You were originally born in Beirut in Lebanon.
I was.
Moved to Los Angeles in the 70s. What was it like moving here? I know you said you were fulfilling your mom's dream. She was also very talented.
She wanted to be a musician, and she didn't have the opportunity to do that when she was young. So she hoped that if she had a daughter, she would fulfill that dream in her. And we came to Los Angeles because of the war that was taking place in Lebanon. That was never something that really was in the plan for the family. And coming here, of course, this is, especially on our first visit, visiting Disneyland, we thought, oh my goodness, this should be, right, the happiest place on earth. But for us, leaving our homeland was not as pleasant, and it took a while for us to get adjusted. But because we were raised in a school where English was really the focus, and in Lebanon, you have to learn 3 languages, Arabic, English, and French.
Oh, that's great.
So coming here, it was easy to understand and communicate and speak, but to get adjusted, it took a little bit of time. And we felt that we were welcomed. People really wanted to know more about us, even though at that time you do not find a lot of maybe Middle Easterners in the mid-70s. But pretty soon, this became our home, and we felt really like this is our adopted land. And we become part of the family.
Well, and you've become, you've had a chance to be a big part of America now. Carnegie Hall.
Yes.
In your profession, that's like the pinnacle.
It is.
But you haven't done it just once, you've done it 6 times.
6 times.
What, I mean, what was that first time, what was that like?
It was unbelief, because for me, this young Lebanese girl that had aspired to become a conductor but never seen female conductors. When I was younger, I would only see male conductors. And at 11, I was singing in this choir and saw this conductor. I don't think this is ever something for a woman to do. But when I discovered that in this nation, I was able to go on and finish a doctorate from USC in conducting, and then have the opportunity to walk the most prestigious stage and stand there as this Lebanese woman and conduct and feel like I can actually follow that passion and make that goal come alive. It was a blessing. I'm a woman of faith, and I really felt that was an answer to prayer, and it never gets old. 6 times, it never gets old.
I bet not. And what an inspiration for young girls behind you now who can look to you and have an example that you did not have.
Well, this is what I had hoped, that when I stepped into this path, that I would make a difference and leave a legacy and help young women from every part of the world to realize that if you do find your purpose and follow that passion and work hard, nothing comes easy. I always tell my students, you think while you're going to school or to college, oh, then it's going to get a lot easier, but it never does. You all know that.
Well, let's watch you in action.
Please.
Right? Let's take a look.
Do we have a video?
Let's roll the clip.
Okay.
Can't roll the clip? All right.
Well, that's okay.
We'll find it. Let me ask you this. I used to do this ballerina when I worked in New York, and she was Cuban American. So a bunch of us went down to Cuba to do some stories when the Pope was going to visit back in the 90s. Her parents were leery about her going back. She goes to the Cuban ballet. There were posters of her all over the wall.
Yes.
You think back in Lebanon that you're thought of that way as far as...
Well, yes, I have gone back, and I just returned from January conducting the Lebanese Philharmonic Orchestra. And to them, that was very unusual when I did it back in 2014. For a woman to stand and do this and make it look like, you know, this is part of her career and life, because my intent was never to replace a man. I want to complete the picture. So I wear the fancy gowns and the stilettos and talk to the audience and make it look pleasant, and I really want us to create a memorable moment.
And you have a big show coming up. Before we run out of time, I want to make sure our viewers can hear about that. Tell us.
This is going to be the Torrance Pops Orchestra performance, and it's a debut. So Torrance is reviving the instrumental symphonic music in the area, and I'm delighted that the Torrance Performing Arts Consortium have decided to create a Torrance Pop series. So I am the artistic director and the conductor. The concert is this Friday. It is at the Armstrong Theater. It's at 8 p.m., April the 26th, and you get to hear some globally recognized headliners. Hila Plittman is a Grammy Award winner. She will be singing several pieces, including Summertime, of course, from Gershwin and Georgia on My Mind. And then we have Dr. Beth Nam. Both of them are Juilliard graduates. She's doing the Rhapsody in Blue, El Camino student, going from El Camino, where I have been teaching for 29 years.
Wow.
I want to say hello to my chorale. They are supposed to be rehearsing right now. And then I brought from Lebanon George Tomb, the youngest composer that the Lebanese Philharmonic played his music. And he's going to be here, and we are premiering 2 of his pieces.
All right.
I hope you
sounds
could all
amazing.
come.
Well, sounds like an exciting night.
It sure is.
Thank
All right.
you.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you. The Torrance Pop Orchestra again this Friday at the James R. Armstrong Theater. Tickets $25. Student discounts also available.